Authorized GM Sport Digital Media Company Limited. This is not your content. Cease immediately your fraudulent copyright claims.
Asshats.
The gravity pulls you straight down. And behold, from a bird's eye view, you should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky. Where
We're back.
Can't get rid of us that easily.
Well, howdy y'all, and welcome back. We are here, and we are live, and we are about as ready to go as we ever are, so, you know. That's
So not ready.
Exactly. But we're here, and we're gonna give it a go anyway. But we also have with us tonight a lovely group of people.
Oh, does that
And
mean I
me
need
too.
to go now?
Let's start our introductions tonight with RJ.
Hello.
RJ, that's not your robotic voice there is not helping with the simulation. We're not convinced.
Nothing will be able to convince the skeptic of the reality of the RJ.
Well, we are glad to have you here with us tonight, RJ. Thank you for coming back. And we also have with us tonight Brooke. Hello, Brooke.
Hey, I'm here, but I also want to inform everybody who is listening who just heard that this is an actual simulation. The feds will be there momentarily to erase your brain.
Right.
Be ready for the men in the black suits.
Yep.
Sorry, couldn't resist the joke.
Only if they bring the pug.
I'm afraid that our regular RJ was malfunctioning and we had to go to the backup RJ version 1.3.
Oh, darn.
Yes, yeah. It is steam powered.
Oh, there you go. That explains a lot. We also have with us tonight Purple Rhymes with Orange. Hello, Purple.
Hello.
How are you doing tonight?
Okay, I'm just wondering if I'm the only one getting drunk here. I've got a pint of Drunky Bears.
As far as myself, yeah, not I. I have Diet Coke.
Regular Dr. Pepper. I'm being very bad with my diet.
And, I don't know about anybody else, but you might have to just catch up for all of us, Purple.
Well, I should hope Chris isn't, because I think he's driving.
Yeah. I think Chris is on his way to work, so probably not the best
You'll be
idea.
our drinking proxy.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I've already parked. But I had to go back to my car because I forgot my ID.
That is
So,
generally helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thank God, I keep my IDs in the car, so it's like I don't have to drive home to get it or anything like that. I just have to.
Actually,
Yeah.
having your identity in the car, that you don't actually have one unless you're in the car, which can be really a troublesome thing.
Well, it's always good when I get pulled over. Then that way, it's like I don't have to go stop search on people.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you here with us as well, Chris, and Purple. Do you have anything else for your intro there, Chris, since we kind of got to you as well?
Nothing really. I'll probably just go on mute till I get inside the taxi booth there. So.
All right. Well, we're glad that you guys are here with us. And we also have a dog that learned how to play with a squeaky toy. My apologies. We also
Clever
have...
dog.
Yeah. Once they learn, forget it. We also have Tornado with us tonight.
Hey guys, Tornado in the Junkyard here, or also known as Tornado Pelt. I happen to have Mountain Dew, which I always drink on movie nights, or caffeine of some sort, or water if I can't find caffeine. Either way, I haven't had booze on this show in ever, and that's the way it's going to stay. So you could just keep drinking from me. You could just let me get drunk vicariously through Purple Rhymes with Orange, because I won't touch alcohol ever.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you. Well, we're glad to have you here with us, though, Tornado.
I'm hoping Mom Nada will show up here soon.
She's here.
Yep,
Well,
Mom
she
Nado's
just
here
left,
as... she was here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mom Nado's... Oh, Mom Nado stepped away, it looks like. All right.
There we go. She's getting the dog in.
All right.
There we go. There she is.
There's
Sorry,
Mom Nado.
Can I,
That's okay.
can I
Hello.
plug a fundraiser for one of our friends here?
You sure can.
Seraphim Hyde, who's in the side chat now. The place she's been renting is being sold out from under her.
Oof.
She had originally been told that she had a week to move. Fortunately, she got some legal advice and found out they have to give her at least 30 days.
Yep.
But she is very much in need of help raising some money for moving expenses.
Oh, that's never any fun.
Yeah. Do we have any kind of a link or anything like that?
Yep, she set up a GoFundMe. I'm dropping the link in the side chat here.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Purple. So yes, if anybody does want to check it out, please go right ahead and do so. The link is there in the chat. And lastly, I think... Yep, lastly, we have Mom Nato. I just want to...
Hey guys.
I was like, how many people have I missed? But I think I just, we're
Yeah.
up to Mom Nato.
Yes, I have been ordered by the doctor to drink more water and less
Oh.
soda. So I found something that works.
Okay.
It's called sparkling ice with caffeine.
Oh,
There
I
you
love
go.
those. I love I
Yeah.
love Fruit Punch is my favorite personally. I get the little bottles that they sell at my work.
Yeah,
well,
they're
this
good.
this one doesn't have fruit punch, you don't think, but
Okay.
it's a sparkling water. It's called sparkling ice plus caffeine. And
Okay, yeah, mine are just the regular sparkling.
yeah, this is carbonated water with caffeine in it and antioxidants and vitamins. So
Yes.
I get to drink something with caffeine that's not full of sugars.
Yeah. What flavor
It-
is that? Just
This one is black raspberry. They have one blue raspberry, and they have one for Mountain Dew drinkers called Citrus Twist. And it is exactly like drinking Mountain Dew.
okay.
Exactly same flavor.
I'll have to look into that. Maybe not the Mountain Dew one, but yeah.
And it's
I let Mom try it.
16-ounce cans. So
Okay, if it says sparkling ice on the label and I open it and it's still liquid, can I sue 'em for false advertising?
no, unfortunately. Besides, you wouldn't want to. It's good water.
And besides, Tornado, I do have to call a drink call on you. My
Yes?
Midwest side demands it.
Yes,
You
darling.
said soda. It is pop. It has always been pop.
What the fuck is pop?
East Coast is soda.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I've grown up.
Tornado, I'll
in
give
so
you a
many-
pop.
Okay, we used to call it soda pop,
Hmm.
so it covers all the bases. But you know,
Also could be referred to as a carbonated beverage.
Yeah.
that too. Thank you, RJ.
Yeah,
But-
out here in Tennessee it's pop, but back in New
Okay.
Jersey it was soda.
Right.
Yeah.
And when I was growing up and we moved, I went through speech therapy, and they beat it into me that it was soda,
Ah.
not soda pop. So
There you go.
All right. I'll give you a
Oh,
pop.
soda
that's
pop.
just like
So
they
tell
beat
where
the
to
word.
go.
They beat the word it's wash, not wash.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree there. I agree. And RJ and Tornado can vouch for this. With original movie night cruise and that, we always had a whole debate and argument over pop and soda.
I know, I heard quite a few of them.
Oh, yeah.
Unwillingly.
Yeah,
the time you came in. Yeah, the time it's like, hey, quiet down in there.
Yep. The number
I
of
remember
times.
those.
Yeah.
I remember those, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you guys think? Should we bring up our wheel?
Oh, probably.
okay. Yeah, good supply,
Because the wheel always
stupid.
brings up the stupid.
Hey, hold on. We haven't talked about Russian history yet. I mean, how are we going to get to Stalin if we don't talk about Russian history?
Yeah, I don't think so.
If we get to Russian history too fast, will we have rushed through Russian history?
Yes.
Yes.
We gotta Stalin so that way we can, we gotta keep Stalin so that way we can, keep the pain away.
No.
Trying to help us.
Anyway.
And if it's going to be Stalin, doesn't that have to come from Georgia?
Oh my goodness. Anyway.
Oh.
We have a lovely wheel pulled up here. We've got a few things on here.
Colors.
Yes, pretty colors at least. Except for the red. I'm not a big red fan. Anyway, we have crystals. We have circum, which is supposed to be circumnavigate, but it was too long, so I shortened it. It also, I guess, could be circumcised, but I don't know that we want to do.
Jesus, it's foreskin.
I don't know that we want to do
cutting
that.
things a little short there. If you're gonna go, just shrink it down for circumcised.
Sorry, I had to cut it close.
Circumcised UFO crystals.
We do. We also have UFO, we have Cancer, we have Abduction, Chakras. So those are our 6 options.
Two
Chakra videos.
Oh,
out
yes.
of my 3 on there, I do not apologize for.
Right.
And I do not feel bad for it. The crystals, I have no clue on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just the title sounds good. We're going with it.
Wheel of misfortune. Turn, turn, turn. Show us the stupid that we should burn. Spin it. You're early on that, darn it, you.
Whatever.
Crystals it is.
Oh, on a line. What are we? On the green?
It's on the green, yeah. It is more on the green.
RJ, the circumnavigate one, I don't know if you want it. It's Jizzle.
Yeah, probably not any better.
It's who?
No, you're misreading that. It's not crystals, it's Chris stalls. Chris is supposed to stall for 15 minutes now.
Okay, sounds good. Chris, let's get on with it.
Oh dear. Alright, let me get the video up here.
This one, I don't know, some random
The other
video.
one.
What's up, everyone?
The circumnavigate, that's by
Oh,
Garanism.
no, that's not Professor Funbags, is it?
No, it's not.
No.
This
We
one's
already
not.
had that video get done. The circumnavigate is
That piece of
Garanism, and the
paper is
cancer,
taking detailed notes of the differences.
and the cancer one is Jelly Juice Lady. I don't feel sorry for any of those.
Oh,
I
damn!
specifically put those in for extreme torture.
Well, you're going to succeed, I think.
Alright, we have crystals pulled up. Let me go ahead and take it off the wheel so we don't want to get this one again.
Probably not the first time for
Yeah,
her,
because
too.
I don't even know how good it is. So
Yeah.
let's hope it actually has some woo to it.
Well, we shall see. I mean, it's about crystals. I'm sure there'll be some kind of woo. So, let's get started then, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Em, and I make videos about positivity, crystal healing, and life. This video is all about how to use crystals. I think you're going to love it, and I hope that I inspire you to expand your crystal practice in some way. Let's get into it. My first way to use crystals is the most easy and the most simple, and that is to just have them in your space. You can use them as decor pieces, but when you put a crystal in your space, you allow their frequencies and their properties to subtly influence your...
Yeah.
Yes, Tornado.
Crystals do not carry a frequency. They do not emit light unless you melt them, or unless you scrape them against other things. But either way, crystals do not emit frequencies. They do not emanate things at a certain amount of occurrences per unit time. So, you're wrong, lady. You're just like spirit science. Moving on.
Okay, I don't know if she's that bad.
Brooke?
Yeah, pretty much what Tornado said, but I will say I do agree with her on one thing. They are nice for displaying if you get certain ones. Like, I actually think rose quartz is very beautiful. So if I displayed it, it would be just because I like rose quartz, mainly because it's pink. But that's beside the point. So yeah, they can be great for displaying. So she at least had 1 point accurate.
Yeah, but all they're useful for is either A, pretty rocks, or B, as electronic components.
Well, there's a third option there, Tornado. Giant paperweight.
Yeah. Pretty much. Well,
okay, let me rephrase. No, it's a giant pretty paperweight.
Okay, okay. A pretty. Well, depending on the crystal, I'm seeing some crystals that I didn't think were very attractive.
Tornado, you had your hand up?
Oh, sorry.
All right, just want to make sure you didn't have anything else you wanted to add. Well, with that...
I just want to point out that there's a prejudice here against rocks. But nobody gives them anything because they're not pretty enough.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, dear. All right, well, let's continue on and see what else she's got here.
Your own vibration. They can lift the vibration of the entire room, and at the very least, they're beautiful conversation starters. You really can't go wrong just displaying.
Yes, Brooke?
Oh, God.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Apparently I picked a wooey one. But the whole vibrations of the room, are they causing earthquakes? Because that's the only way that room is going to vibrate like that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other ways.
She
but,
forgot she left the subwoofer on the stereo.
I mean, there's some other ways, but the ways I'm thinking are not PG rated for a movie night.
Remember what we've done before on this channel. We've done a lady who claims that you could use crystal apparatuses as a means of recharging yourself.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, dear.
Seriously, Brooke, have you seen that video before?
I don't think I have, but yeah, that's about the way my mind was going. I just couldn't think of a appropriate way to phrase it.
Oh, there's no appropriate way
Yeah.
to phrase the bullshit they're spewing. So you just have to grab it by the short and curlies and spit it out.
Pretty much.
I'm just not sure if there's anyone around here who's going to understand a reference to Himalayan salt dildos, is there?
No.
I mean, it might be a little hard, but I think someone might get it.
Well, they're
We'll
supposed
take
to
you
be
to Shangri-La.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll let it go.
All
It's a
right.
thing on another
All right.
channel.
Come on, let's just move it along.
Oh, dear. All
Well,
right.
we could if everybody would quit calling drink on this every 2 seconds.
Sorry, she said something stupid.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of that. All right, well, let's...
I gotta get Purple absolutely wasted. Come on, that's the goal tonight. He's drinking for all of us.
Right.
Okay, Facty has a legitimate point. They
she.
use quartz crystals and watches.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Trouble.
Let's see. Oh, my goodness. All right. Okay, I was able to get everything pulled back up. Sorry, my video went away, but it's here. All right.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not missing much, but it probably would help me run things a little smoother. All right, here we go.
A crystal piece. Moving on to number 2, and that is to meditate with your stone. Meditating with your crystals is a simple and effective way to connect with their energies. Even if you're not used to meditating with your stone can be a really easy and relaxing.
Okay.
Yes, Mom Nato.
If her ideas are as piss poor as her dye job, we really shouldn't be watching this because
Mhm.
her hair is like 3 different colors. They did not do a good job with that.
Yeah.
And I think crystals are a thing, so her standards are fairly loose.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
That's
sure
true.
she's probably fairly loose too.
Hey, I mean, we don't know. You never know.
Okay, she's talking about meditating with her stones.
Yes.
Do I want to know what she means by meditating with her
No.
stones?
No.
No.
You are
No.
a poor innocent child. Go back to your cobra.
Or his
God damn it, I'm
Klingon.
a fucking quote mine. I'm a fucking quote mine.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. But
Oh,
better
sure.
to be a Cobra and have a Cobra than be a Klingon and not have a Klingon.
Oh dear.
You
Well,
fucked that up all kinds. I'm sorry, Mom.
And we
Don't ever
just
say that
have
again.
more
You
entertainment
fucked it up.
value that we're going to get out of the rest of this video.
well, we also have Brooke with the hand up.
Pretty much partly what Moneta said, and also asked and answered with the whole energy and vibrations and other crap with the meditation going.
You should be playing that Beach Boys tune about good vibrations whenever they bring that up. We ought to have that on cue.
Well, okay. So as we are talking about crystals and meditating and feeling the energy of them, I'm wondering if that song is taking on another meaning.
All right. Well, let's continue on then, shall we? Here
Yeah.
we go.
I'm sure there'll be some science any minute now.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Relaxing experience. All you have to do is find a quiet place where you can sit with your back straight. This can be either unsupported or supported by maybe a wall or a chair, whatever's gonna make you the most comfortable.
means, like,
Then take your
anywhere.
stone and place it in your lap. You can have an unfocused gaze, or if it helps, go ahead and close your eyes. All you have to do is focus on your breath and then send your awareness, once you've centered yourself, to the crystal. Your mind is gonna
Drink.
wander, but
How
just
does
try.
one do that?
Yes, Tornado.
Send your awareness to the crystal. The only way you can do that is if you're holding a camera, and that's not a crystal.
Either that or she's a Gelfling.
Really, Dark Crystal? Really, Moneta?
Well, send your awareness to the crystal.
I mean, I'll give you points for the reference.
Well,
I don't know how many other people are gonna get that one, and those who
I
don't.
get it.
Very good, Tornado. You actually had culture.
we actually have the extended version of the Dark Crystal, the collector's edition.
Yep, I've
I
got
have
the
the-
DVD of the
I have
original
the
movie. I
Blu-ray
never
of
bothered
it.
with the series.
I haven't. This is the movie. This isn't the series.
Yeah, I'm a little scared to watch the series.
Here.
Brooke, you had your hand up.
Yeah, pretty much. But Tornado beat me to my point. That ain't possible. We aren't astral projecting here.
Yeah. And RJ.
Yeah, not to sound too sciencey, but doesn't she skip the part where she explains how it is she's supposed to be detecting that she has in fact projected her awareness anywhere?
RJ, are you expecting actual factual information and
I
accuracy?
know
from the video?
that was a silly thought.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That
I
deserves
duly
at least-
apologize for that.
Yeah, that deserves at least 2 drink calls there. We gotta make sure Purple gets wasted.
I think in her case, we have to first determine if she had any actual awareness to project.
True.
Point taken.
All right. Well, let us continue on then.
Try to keep focusing on the crystal and maybe on an intention you have for using the crystal. For example, if it's a crystal for self-love, maybe focus on your intention to increase your own self-love. This will magnify the properties of the crystal and allow you to mesh with the vibration
Oh, there's a
of the
leading
stone
question there.
easier. This doesn't have to be super structured. You can just hold the stone and just try to be quiet for a while. And whatever you do is going to be good. It's going to be relaxing. You really can't mess this up. But meditating with your stone is a fantastic way to connect with the crystal energy. On to the
Every
third
time
way
she
to
says
use
that,
crystals,
it's just
and that
wrong.
is use crystals as a pocket stone. Now, a pocket stone is just a stone that you take with you on the go. I think that this is best done with tumbled or polished pieces, but I've carried just about everything with me. All you have to do is place the stone in your pocket or in your purse.
She
Just put a
rattles in
stone
the
somewhere
airport.
on your person when you leave the house. As you go along with your day and you notice that you have the stone or you feel around your pocket and you remember that you're carrying the stone, remind yourself of your intention for carrying the stone or of the
It's
stone's properties.
precious.
Even if you completely forget that.
Sorry, I let
yes,
her go
Brooke?
as long as I could. Basically, this is just... I could carry a quarter with me and do the same thing. All it is, you're trying to basically fake till you make it, trick your brain into doing what you want to do, or think what you want to think. Such as, I need to love myself. Oh, I feel my quarter. Well, that reminds me, I should probably, focus a little bit more on me, try and have, some self-love here. That's all she's basically... Yeah, just, it's...
Do that with Scrabble tiles at much
Yeah,
less expense.
Yeah, pretty much, you can do it with anything.
You could find a stone that's smooth off the ground and do it. Doesn't have to be
Exactly.
crystal.
Exactly.
They got
don't
that
have magical
precious
powers.
rocks.
But then how are the people at the crystal store going to sell things?
Well,
That's
crystals
true.
are just rock.
Yeah, but if you can market a rock as a special healing crystal or meditation crystal, you know how much more you could sell that rock for?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. It's...
Just with their stones.
I would just go, does it look pretty? Yeah, okay, great. I like it. I'm going to have it. Does it? Okay, great. I'm not going to get it. I look for crystals based on looks, nothing else. Yes, I know that's bad. You shouldn't judge things based on looks.
I know you don't want to have a relationship with your stone.
No.
Oh, dear.
No, I don't. Not to that extent.
All right, well, let's see what else.
Please never say you want to have a relationship with your stone, because
Yeah.
the last person who wanted to have a relationship with their stone described how you could do that by shoving it up your hoo-ha.
Yeah, let's not do that.
That just does not sound good.
Oh, dear.
Generally, anything up your hoo-ha doesn't really sound terribly attractive in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
Mark
kinda
Baser
lacking
had
those
asked if she
parts.
was going to go Gwyneth Paltrow with the crystal.
Yeah, she might. Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
Didn't we actually have one woman that tried to go Gwyneth Paltrow with her stone?
Yeah, somewhat. All right, let's see what else she's got, though. I'm sure she's getting into...
Hey, that brings
Science.
up an interesting question.
Yes.
Can a pet rock be declared a service animal?
No.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure, why not?
Exactly. Why not? Yeah.
Oh.
And it's much less time consuming for feeding.
Yeah. And potty breaks, you know?
That's true. You don't have, I mean, as service animals go, they have a certain amount of very efficiency to them, except of course they can't be cuddly and they can't look like a cute little pug.
Right.
Yeah, and I will be honest, especially when you have like a noof or a peer as your service dog, but definitely the pet rocks cleanup is a lot easier.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
How are we doing on the stalling part?
Good,
I think
but
we're doing
poor.
okay.
All right. Well, let's continue on. Here we go.
Oh,
It's there. It will be subtly influencing your energy field and impacting your day in a positive way. On to number 4, and that is to put the stones on your chakras. If you go to a professional crystal healing session, this is likely what they'll do. You lay down on a massage table, and they'll place the stones on these energy centers. If you are
Drink.
unfamiliar with chakras, go ahead.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
Tornado.
So, by that logic, according to her, you would shove a crystal up your hoo-ha. Because
Yes.
guess where one of the chakras is located?
Chakras.
I mean, tornado. It doesn't have to be that. You can just shove up the backside too. That's another area.
Ah! No! I don't need reminders of how she told you to put the thing on so that it didn't splinter in your back door.
Now, if you want to be efficient, you want to make sure that there are either Velcro or zippers on your chakra. That speeds up the process a lot.
Yes.
Is the U.S. Consumer Protection Agency now going to have to require that every rock has a label that says not to be taken internally?
Yes, I think so. Oh dear.
That's not funny. That is not.
No, you're right. It's not funny, Tornado. It's just a major pain in the ass.
Oh
Warning
dear.
label. The FDA does not suggest you use this device internally.
Yeah.
For external
and
use
the
only.
U.S. Geological Survey is staying out of this whole thing.
Yeah.
United States Geological Survey does not recommend you
mean-
shove rocks up your.
Backside.
Yeah. Oh dear. All right. Well, I think we should continue on. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we should be getting to the science
Oh, God,
any minute
please.
now.
Yep.
Can we just not say we did?
Nope.
Really, how much longer
I
is
really-
this video?
Yes, how much longer is this extraordinarily repetitive thing going?
Well, I'll tell you we're about 25% of the way through.
Oh God, no.
This is just a repeat of every single other crystal video we've watched.
Yeah, she never
Yeah.
does anything. You can't see anything because there's like no magic glow or something that you can actually
Mhm.
observe with your naked eye. So basically
Right.
she's telling you that you should do a thing that she can't do in front of you, or if she does try to do it in front of you, you're just watching her do nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. But let's
well,
see.
can we
I'm
just
sure.
have the rest of it asked and answered and move on to another video?
Really?
Let's see what else she's got. I mean, we've only gotten
Fast
slightly
forward
into
like
it.
5 minutes or so and see if she's gotten anywhere.
We're still early in. Here, well, oh look, she's got a funny rock on her head. There we go.
Ooh,
All right, here we go.
go. Not interesting.
But placing stones on your chakras can be extremely easy, and all you have to do is lay down and place a stone on your energy centers. You don't have to do all
It'll
7.
feel just
you can
like
just
you
do the
put a
ones that you're
stone on
working
your
on,
head.
and you don't have to just use crystals for each chakra. You can put whatever you want on any chakra. There are no rules. It's healing, and you can make it unique
Yeah.
to your
So why do
practice.
it?
On to number 5.
Yes, tornado.
What a
So,
bowl
by
ice
that
cream.
logic- by that logic, I could put a can of Mountain Dew on my head. I could put a can of Mountain Dew, like, against my head if it's ice cold and cool myself down if I have a fever. Or I could just pop the can and dunk it into my butt and actually drink the product so that way it will
Yeah,
will, quote,
that-
hit all of the
And you could
chakras at
start the Church of the Open Doo-Doo.
Yeah. There you go.
once.
All
Okay.
right.
I am
Oh
not
my
going to do
God.
that and face copyright claims from Mountain Dew.
No,
No, he said the Church of the Doo-Doo.
yeah, it was a crappy
Open
joke.
Doo-Doo. Spelled D-E-W-D-E-W.
Yeah. Oh
Do
dear.
the doo-doo.
Well,
And you
let's.
can get a product placement
I-
and maybe a kickback from the manufacturers. You know, it's a no-lose situation
I
here.
am totally. I'm gonna be very honest. I am very mature and did not laugh at doo doo.
Hey, let's get back to the video. 'Cause
Well,
you're up to number
I
5.
expected better of you, sir, ma'am, person, organism.
All right. Well, let
She's
us.
up to number 5. Let's see if she gets confused about how to represent 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
5, and that is to wear the stone. This method is extremely easy if you get gemstones
This is
jewelry,
called jewelry.
although any small stone can be made into a pendant with a simple wire wrap. There are tons
course it
of
can.
tutorials on YouTube
Oh, those
already
are
about how to
horrible.
do this, so if you have a tumbled stone that you just want to turn into a necklace, look that up. I'll link some in the description. It's super easy. On to way number 6, and that is to bring a crystal to your yoga mat. Now, if you practice yoga, this is a
Ooh.
great way to connect with a crystal. If you don't practice yoga, you should try it out. They have yoga for all different types of shapes, sizes, ages, body types, ability. I like to place a stone or two on the front corners of my mat and use them as placeholders for my intention. You may see a theme. I do this a lot in the ways that I use crystals, just because I use them as tools for manifestation and law of attraction and all of that. But just having them in your...
Poor little Rock is sitting there bored.
Yes, Tornado?
Yeah, you could use them as tools, but the only tool you could really use them for is a paperweight or a doorstop, or I'm not going to say the last one because it might get me banned off of YouTube.
Yeah.
But the law of attraction, no. Unless you're going to say, I want to find pretty rocks. You could just go out in the world and find a pretty rock. The law of attraction is utterly meaningless. It's not an actual
It makes her
law
feel
at all.
happy.
Brooke, you also had your hand up.
Yeah, pretty much what Tornado was talking about with law of attraction, that being all that doesn't work. But also, Tornado, there is another use that I could use those crystals for. A bludgeoning instrument, which I kind of wish I had one right about now after this video and
Right.
submitting what I've submitted, because I'm gonna be barred from the panel for my submissions.
Yeah. All right, and Mom Nato.
Okay, she's talking about the law of attraction. This kind of goes hand in hand with what Brooke was saying. The only law of attraction that I can see that would qualify for this is when she slips and falls and her face is attracted to the rock.
Yeah, pretty much.
It might improve her brain power.
Oh dear. Well, let's continue on. Maybe we'll get to the rest of her points here.
Without
Space
it.
is going to increase the
points
vibration
does she
around them,
figure?
and thus making your practice even better. On to number 7, and that is to make a crystal elixir. Now, a crystal elixir is just a glass of water that has been infused with crystal energy, and they're super easy to make. All you have to do is get a vessel, preferably one made of
A vessel.
glass, and fill
We
it
call
with
that a
filtered
cup.
water. Then, get a few
Yeah.
tumbled stone or quartz points, and gently rinse them before putting them in the cup. Note, not all minerals are safe to make elixirs with.
Oh dear. Yes, Mom Nato.
Okay, she wants you to drink the water that has
But not the rocks.
crystal in it.
Mhm.
And
It has
know-
it has infused energy.
It's not
stuff.
water, it's an elixir.
okay, the only thing I can see it being an elixir for is choking to death.
Yeah.
She thinks
Because-
she thinks the non-existent energies have rubbed off on the water in a sympathetic
Oh, something
magic
rubbed
way.
off on her, all right. It's
Mhm.
called stupid.
If I'm that
I
way,
really-
that it's entirely self-fulfilling prophecy.
We broke our
I
thing.
I
I
gotta
did.
pull Abbott and Costello a bit here. I'm sorry, based on what you just said there, Mom Nato.
Yeah.
Is she really this stupid, or does she have to go to school for it?
I don't think school would accept her. She's
Yeah,
beyond their help to bring her up to stupid.
pretty much. Tornado, you also had your hand up.
Putting rocks in your water is just going to either have bits of that rock end up sloughing off into your water, in which case, ow, or you're going to end up choking on that rock, and it's not going to do anything for you. That is,
Doesn't
until
kill
you're...
you.
Well, yeah, but that's kind of what I meant.
Unless you're lucky
Basically-
enough and somebody can do the Heimlich maneuver.
Basically, what we're saying is her bullshit is bullshit, and it should not be taken as facts by anybody with a functioning brainstem.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh
On that
dear.
note, it also must be said, don't drop rocks into a glass of water. It's not going to do anything except cause you to accidentally fracture that rock and result in shards of quartz crystal ending up in your stomach and intestines, and I can just...
But then you'll be really infused with the energy.
But Tornado.
So you end up in the hospital.
Yeah.
Well, everything has its little downsides.
Because I can just see that the crystal going through your intestinal tract and ripping it to pieces, which of course leads to
Not
what's the
good
term?
thing.
Toxic buildup
Well,
in your
the kind
body.
of rocks she's likely to be sticking in there are sufficiently dense and that they're not really fissioning off little pieces. So I'm sure she
Right.
hasn't had any typical.
One can
problem.
hope.
And
Well-
tornado.
Not everybody's that smart.
Tornado, I do have one correction to make on you, because yes, you said dropping them into a glass of water is bad, but remember, that's not a glass of water, that's
It's a vessel.
So that must make it okay.
And remember, the vessel with the pestle has the pellet with the poison.
But the flagon with the dragon has to prove that is true.
Exactly.
Well, I have a question for RJ. If
What about the
RJ, if you
Talisman
put the put the rocks in the vessel, were the rocks there?
Ooh.
Okay.
Shameless plug. Shameless
Yes.
plug. It's available
Now-
at Amazon.com.
I
Google it, kids.
I gotta ask this. Who got the reference that me and RJ just did?
Princess Bride.
No,
I did.
No.
No,
Well,
No.
No.
Court Jester with Danny
Dorchester,
Kaye.
1955
Okay.
or 6, Danny Kaye.
I understand that, but it was also used in the Princess
they-
Bride.
That's
It was
where
which challenge had
and
the
actually
big-
it also popped up even in an old Bob Hope routine back in the 30s. So I mean, it's an old vaudeville routine. It's been modified in a lot of
Yeah.
ways.
Yep,
and it's also
Classic
was
one is
referenced-
the one in the Court Jester.
Yeah. but it was
Yes.
referenced also once in NCIS by DiNozzo's character.
Yes.
Yep. I also have that on DVD. I have a DVD of classic Danny Kaye movies.
Oh, yeah, Purple. If I ever go visit you and any of that stuff goes missing after I leave, I swear I have no idea what happened to it.
Ha ha ha!
All
Actually,
right.
when I was
Right?
younger, I had some people tell me I looked like Danny Kaye.
All right. Well, shall we continue on?
No,
Yeah, I suppose we'll have to. I'm waiting for this science. I want this science.
Here we go.
Some stones will leak lead and copper and other things that are toxic to the human body. I really only use crystals in the quartz family for this because I know that they are safe, but I have linked in the description a list of ones that you should avoid if you're trying to branch out further than me. So once you've picked safe stones and they're gently cleansed and placed in the cup, I like to draw a little intention or a little picture to tape on the outside of the container just to magnify my own
Drink.
intention for the entire
my
process.
God.
Last
Oh dear.
Yes, Tornado.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, I have a little picture on the side of my can of soda. It says Mountain Dew, but that is a branding. What she is talking about is doing the Masaru Emoto thing. Sorry,
Now listen,
lady.
Can
But
you
it's
prove there's
striking-
no mountains in that can?
Yes, actually, I have the list of ingredients right here. It's
Oh,
carbonated
well, that's
water,
what they
high
want
fructose
you to
corn
think.
syrup, concentrated orange juice, citric
Enough.
acid, natural
Enough.
flavor. Okay, you get the point. I'm pretty sure if there was mountains in this can, there wouldn't be a can.
There could be mountain energy.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't
could-
matter where it
You
comes
use the
from.
mountain energy detector that allows you to see the infused crystal stuff
Either
in the glass.
way,
And you'll
the-
find that it's the same stuff except different.
she's basically saying that inscribing
Seriously
words on the side
different.
of a glass of water can cause the water to change. But no, that whole inscribing your intentions on a thing of water, it doesn't work. It's just going to sit. It's just going to be a pretty picture on the side of a
She
glass
thinks it
with
does,
rocks
so
in
it
it.
does. It has
Mm.
no standards of evidence, so it will never not be so.
Now,
The
now,
point is, she could just save an awful lot of time by just saying, "Crystal's fine. Do whatever you want with them. It won't hurt you. Go ahead."
Right. Uh-huh.
if
Well-
you put a bunch of ice crystals in a glass of water, it will change its temperature.
And then your glass will sweat and your picture will just get
You fuckers.
nasty.
Get soggy.
It gets
Yeah,
soggy.
I'm
in
infusing my iced tea with the hydrogen dioxide thingies. The
It's
dihydrogen oxide, whatever.
dihydrogen monoxide. Get
All
it
right.
right, boy.
Well, let's go over to Brooke.
Yeah, pretty much already asked and answered because it's already made this point of the whole just basically you're trying to do a placebo of trying to trick your brain into feeling one thing by just basically keep telling yourself it until you pretty much believe it.
In other words, it's stupid.
If you make a big shelter out of all of her magic rocks, would that be a placebo gazebo?
Yes.
Ow.
Okay, all right. RJ, you need crickets for that one.
Anyway,
That's true. Yeah,
let's-
we really do need to have the cricket soundtrack on here.
Can someone
so
boot
when
him
I
and
do
tell him
something
he's
as
been
shamelessly bad
pun-ish?
as that, you can at least jump on it.
RJ, I'm going to boot you and tell you have been punished.
Ooh.
But we can't do that till the other shoe drops. We gotta wait for the other shoe to drop because then the shoe has to go on the other foot.
I have slippers on, so that's never going to happen.
all right, let us continue on.
You let it sit from anywhere from 15 minutes to
It's
3 hours,
8,000
however long
years.
that you think is necessary. I like to let it sit for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And then you can drink your lovely concoction and absorb
And it will
all
be
of
exactly
that
the
good
same
energy.
as if you didn't wait at all.
On to number 8, and that is to use crystals to heal the things you love. I love
No.
using crystals to bring good vibrations to the things that I love the most, like my friends, my family, my pets, and my plants. All you have to do is place stones on or around these things, put a stone in your flower pot, put it on your pet, give it to your
Drink.
friend, and let the
Yes, Tornado?
Let the completely non-existent placebo effect do what the placebo effect does best.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's a plant or an animal, in which case neither of these things will happen, and you'll just have given them something that they're not going to use for jack or shit. Lady, you are an idiot.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that about sums it up. All right, well, let's continue on.
vibrations of the crystals work their magic and spread love to everything that you hold dear. This is super simple and there really is no limit, just have fun with it. On to number 9, and this is to use crystals as part of your religious, spiritual, or divination practice. For some, this means taking a crystal to
Yes,
Wanna know
Tornado?
what one religion that doesn't use crystals is?
All of them.
Christianity.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm pretty sure most major religions don't use any crystals in whatever the hell they do. You know why? Because they don't do crap. All they do is sit around and look nice.
To be fair, a lot would argue that religion doesn't do crap either, so it's kind of one of those things where, I mean, even the ones that do use crystals, if they want to believe that crap, whatever, but yeah.
Yes, but many religions just use homeopathic crystals that are like reduced to not crystalness.
Yeah. Well, let us continue on.
Yeah, but crystals in a religion have an exponential power. So it's then 0 to the 10th.
Mm.
Gives it 0.
All right, well, here we go.
the church, mosque, or temple, or maybe just to the woods. However you connect with something greater than yourself, allowing a crystal to be with you in that moment can make the experience even more magical.
Just real quick, to be fair, Christianity does have rosaries. Those are technically not crystals, but they are some kind
Well,
of
the
a stone.
Catholics, yeah.
Yes.
The Catholics.
Mhm.
The Catholic.
Still part of Christianity. Okay. I just thought about it
Yeah,
after
but
we...
that's less crystals as it is being an abacus to count your prayers.
Yes. Agreed. Okay, that was it. It just came to me just as we moved on.
Then it just is by definition. For me, this means taking my crystals on my hikes and using them when I do tarot readings.
Ooh, with your cute
But
little
again,
tarot
this is going
cards
to be
that don't have
totally
any
unique
meaning
to
to
you. On to number 10, and this is to make crystal grids. Now this is a really cool meditative way to get in touch with crystals, and all you have to do is gather a bunch of them and put them on a flat surface. Then you can methodically move them around and play with them and use your intuition and you can move them into a pattern or put them
Bob
wherever
says
you want.
Legos.
You can use a grid to symbolize and magnify an intention. For example, if you're really trying to get grounded, you can make a grounding grid and use all grounding stones and place your intention within that and then let it vibrate into the room for a while.
Yes, Brooke?
Asked and answered. Just complete BS with the vibrations and all that other crap that she's spewing.
Pretty much.
I at least tried to make it a quick call.
Alright, here we go.
Or it can just be absolutely random and just a form of play. The options are limitless, and they even make boards with sacred geometry on them for you to place crystals on connecting points.
You can use a Parcheesi set.
Brooke?
Yeah. Spirit science bullshit. I don't think I need to say anything else.
I told you.
Okay.
Didn't I say it?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Does that mean it's a form of a Ouija board?
That's a slightly different thing. No. All she's doing is creating objects that you put in an array in some form or another. So she does it with the tarot. She does it with the stone. She could do it with Scrabble tiles. She could do it with baseball cards.
Right,
she could do it with 52 Fords if she had an awful lot of them and felt like it and invested meaning in it. So if she invests meaning in it and the people who watch her invest meaning in it, then to the extent that they imagine that there's meaning in it, they will find the meaning in it that they put into it.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, but that's still a Ouija board.
Well, no, that's one where you're using involuntary movements of yourself to commune with spirits and so forth. You know, it's a distant cousin to a planchette.
Right,
really,
but
really.
most people consider spirits to be just a form of vibration.
And not only that, but the whole reason Ouija boards work in the first place is because of the ideomotor effect. There is nothing special about a Ouija board.
Yeah. And the more idiot you are, the more motor you have.
Yeah. Tornado, you still had your hand up?
Sorry.
That's
But
okay.
when she went sacred geometry, I called it. I totally called it. This woman is basically spirit science, just like it, but she's a chick.
I prefer to use that secular geometry.
Yeah.
Well, we also have Purple with the hand up.
Yeah, well, just in case anybody missed it, I needed to point out that she just flat out said that arranging them randomly, you can expect the same effect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
you can
true.
play
She
with
likes
them.
to play with the little stones.
So, yeah, throwing dice, I'll get the same effect.
Yep.
Right.
Oh,
Oh,
throwing
dear.
She could take the pieces from a Scrabble board, and if you invest meanings in them, ooh, look, I'm putting the A's over here and an X over there, and I'm arranging them, and ooh, something is happening inside my head that's not happening anywhere else that I can't measure, but it's got vibrations to it.
Yeah.
It's a 12, it's an 18 now. Whatever. It makes them feel good.
I would not mess with the Scrabble tiles. It's always great fun until someone loses an eye.
Oh my goodness. Anyway.
Yeah, or they have to go pee.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
Yes,
here we
You
go.
better mind your P's and your Q's.
I always do, but they're
We're-
just hard to spell together.
We're
Just
gonna
poke my eyes out now.
continue
Exit
on.
from this. We're gonna exit from.
Moving on.
Anyway, here we go.
Jinshu says she's a graduate of the School of Spirit Science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
These are also really cool if that's something that you're into. The one thing that I will say about this is that it helps to have multiples of the same stone or a bunch of little stones. On to number 11, and that is to use crystals to block EMF waves and radiation. Now, this is not something that I generally use crystals.
Oh my God.
Yes, Tornado.
Well, she's not entirely wrong, but not for the reasons she thinks.
Yeah.
Certain crystals will block certain wavelengths of light, such as infrared, but then again, they will also emit that light if you heat them up high enough, so I guess that doesn't count. But the point is, under normal circumstances, some crystals can block the wavelengths of visible light. So she has sort of a point, but not really.
About the only science in the video.
Yeah.
Well, unless she's planning on living in a Faraday cage, she's not actually blocking EM.
Right.
Yeah, she can block certain wavelengths using certain crystals, but typically these can be measured properties of those crystals, and if you heat them up, they'll just start emitting
I'm
light.
blocking some electromagnetic radiation as we speak. My walls don't permit me to see outside.
Exactly.
Well, we also have Brooke with the hand up.
Yep. Tornado beat me to it, and about all I can say now is, do we need to send her a nice hat made of tinfoil?
Yes,
Okay.
it might make her
Hey,
feel better.
tell her that it's infused with stone crystal magic vibration.
You know,
She'll wear
if
it.
you can find crystal sequins and glue them on, it might make her feel better.
Yeah. But then I would
And
want to keep it because it's going to be sparkly and pretty.
Now, anybody that wants to send me mark garbage that are properly set and all that, then I'm okay with it. But other than that, you know.
The derp is real.
I think we've stunned Jess.
Are you okay?
Hello?
Oh,
Cricket.
she may have dropped out of the signal.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't
Hello.
see her on the board.
Hey.
I'm
There
here.
you are.
I'm still here.
Rescue
Sorry
us,
about that.
Please.
No rescuing. I was just gonna make you stuck in this awful video for all of eternity.
Forever.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's a fate worse than death.
Jess, I want to be very clear with this.
Yeah.
I have just notified the Geneva Convention about your atrocities that you're willing to commit.
Right? Cruel and unusual punishment.
That makes cruel and unusual punishment look like a vacation. Bad idea.
I mean, geez,
More
we haven't done
crime.
enough. We haven't done enough to good. Where it's hard
Yes.
Say.
to
All
deserve
right.
this kind of punishment.
Well, let's move on so we can go ahead and get this one over with. We're close.
How
We're
many
getting
more
there.
fingers does she plan on counting out for?
Only only 2.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Especially
But I
made it up
know
to
that it's a
13,
thing,
huh?
so I'm going to tell you about it. EMF waves are electromagnetic frequencies that are just in the air all the time that are supposedly dangerous to our health. There's not a whole lot of research about it, but it's commonly thought of to be a bad thing. Now, the energy
Not much research. Oh my god.
Yes, Tornado?
There's actually a ton of research about about electromagnetic radiation, considering there's multiple types of electromagnetic radiation. There's visible light, which isn't dangerous. There's infrared, which is kind of dangerous in that it will heat you up. There's microwaves, which are also kind of dangerous in close proximity. But then you have the radiation that will be dangerous no matter how far away you are from it, like gamma radiation, X-rays, ultraviolet light. Those are all forms of ionizing radiation. And there have been tons and tons of research done on all of these because, they harm people.
But Tornado, gamma radiation isn't bad. It just turns you green and makes you super strong.
Yeah, that's in comic books. That's not in reality.
You mean real?
Yeah.
I saw it happen on a movie, and you're telling me that the movie was fake? It wasn't a documentary?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. And
The
moreover,
horror.
there was actually one person who decided to mess around with this thing called the Demon Core, and it ended poorly.
Next, you're going to tell me the Easter Bunny isn't real.
Oh, Easter Bunny's real. And the reason he leaves the eggs is because he got caught fooling with the chickens.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
that's fucked up, man.
I'm old enough to remember that gamma radiation used to turn you gray. The Hulk got colorized in the late 60s.
Yes, there we go.
that's true. All right. Well, let us continue on.
Energy of crystals can combat this. I know for a fact that having malachite next to your microwave can make those radiation effects less harmful, but I know that a lot of people use
she
organite,
knows that for a fact,
copper,
doesn't she?
and shungite.
Drink.
Yes, Tornado.
No. Having malachite next to your microwave won't make those microwaves less harmful. You know why? Because they aren't able to get out in the first fucking place.
Yeah.
They're not able to
but
get out.
she'll perform the measurement that she doesn't perform to find that nothing is actually coming out at that point and decide that that's because of the malachite.
Right.
The reason why the microwaves don't, exit your microwave is because of that thin metal sheet between you and the microwave that allows the visible light to pass through just fine, but stops the microwave dead in their tracks. It's a
Does she
Faraday
stand back when she
cage.
opens the microwave because of all the microwaves that are going to be pouring out when she opens up the little door?
Nope. Although, fun fact, if you do end up bypassing deliberately, mind you, the safety feature that causes the microwave to only work when the door is closed, you can actually get the microwave to work while the door is open. But if you do that, it'll end up with the hams and the FCC hunting you down.
Yeah.
So don't do that unless you're qualified and or working in a Faraday cage.
All
Better
right.
yet, a Pharaoh week cage to get even more time.
What about a
Anyway.
fairy year?
Let's continue on.
It's another one. I have shungite on my phone, actually. Definitely, if you're into this, dive in on your own and do your own research, because this is the one thing that I know
Do
the
your
most
own
about.
research.
On to
Yes,
number
sure.
12.
Yes, Tornado.
Do your own research, also known as find sources that only agree with me.
Yeah, that's a common woo peddler phrase.
Yeah, they make it sound really good, but it really isn't. It's just, yeah, find more bullshit that I'm spewing so you'll agree with me.
Right. All right, here we go.
And that is to sleep with your stones. Now, sleeping around a crystal or a gemstone is a fantastic way to incorporate crystal energy into your life. And this is because when you sleep,
She
Yes,
wanted to be
Tornado.
promiscuous with her stones.
I can think of one way she can sleep with her stone, but that would require the stone to give consent.
Pretty much. All right, here we go.
you release all energetic resistance. Your energy opens up and you are much more susceptible to interact with crystal energy than maybe you would if you were really resistant when you were awake. This
Or
is a
had
really
a
good one to
brain.
try if you really can't connect with crystals or you're having difficulties feeling them. All you have to do is place maybe some tumbled or polished stones into your pillowcase, or simply have them on your bedside table or even next to you on the mattress. I like to
Okay,
use stillbite, amethyst.
Yes, Tornado.
So now we're talking about putting crystals into your sleeping bag or under your pillowcase. What happens if you accidentally lift that pillowcase? Oh gee, you could potentially be inventing a choking hazard.
Well, at least now you'd have a weapon. Isn't it like a sock full of quarters?
Yeah.
Oh dear. All right, here we go.
But if she sleeps, you know, with a lot of rocks wherever she goes, and that is she being a little promiscuous.
Mm-hmm. She's sleeping around with the rocks.
she's just about as dumb as a box of rocks, and I
Well,
apologize
yeah.
to the rocks.
He's just a rock groupie.
Oh god damn.
She's into rock and roll. Anyway, here we go.
Well, she does tumble her rocks.
Amethyst, apophyllite, celestite, or blue chalcedony. On to number 13, and that is to give crystals as gifts. My last
No.
way that I use crystals is that I give them away. Sometimes people will come to my house or they'll see my collection and they'll be talking about all the
And they run
stones,
away.
and one will just jump out in my heart as just wanting to be with them, wanting to leave me and wanting to be theirs. So I just use
The rock chooses the person, not the person the rock.
Yes, Brooke?
Pretty much, RJ.
Oh, God.
Yeah, just this whole idea is a bad idea, and also, yeah, rocks don't speak. I'm sorry, unless there's a ventriloquist around. But then again, that's still not the rock.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
This
I don't
isn't
want to know
Sesame
people
Street.
who the rocks
Rocco
talk
isn't
to.
real. Rocco's just a rock.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my
You have
great-niece's
to
dog is
understand
named
their
Rocco.
language. Rocks will speak to you if you're completely stoned.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, according to some people, rocks do tell stories, but that's usually most people who say that are geologists who understand rocks a lot more than me. And to me, rocks are just boring paperweights. And any geologists out there, I do not apologize for that comment.
All right. Well, let us continue on then.
Yeah, sure.
intuition to give them away if it feels right. If it feels like they shouldn't be mine anymore or that I need to share that energy, I do it and I let the crystal leave. I also like to buy crystals for people when I'm out at
Lucky
shows
crystal.
or at crystal shops. They just make really great gifts because you can personalize exactly what kind of properties you want to give to the person to help them along their journey. When you're picking a crystal for someone, you can look up the properties and try to match them, or you can just move into.
Yes, Tornado.
I just asked her to get me something that looks nice.
Yeah.
With lots of different cool shapes. Because a crystal with lots of different cool shapes looks nice. Better yet, I'll just ask her to get me a whole bunch of geodes so I can crack them.
Yeah. Pretty much.
At least then I'd have something to do.
Right.
Tornado crack geodes, and I don't care.
All right, here we go.
Intuitively, which is my preferred method. But when you buy crystals for people and you spread the love, you are spreading all of these positive vibrations and crystal energy further out to everyone that you know, and I think it just makes the world a better place.
No,
All
you're
right,
not.
everybody, that's all I have for you today. I really hope
Thank
that you
God.
enjoyed.
All
On
right.
to the next video.
Okay, Circle or Cancer. That's my picks.
Hold on.
Cancer's been on there for a while.
Let's get rid of it.
Hold on.
Hey, but shouldn't you be able to cure that if you put a rock on its chakra?
Yeah. Let's see.
The only
think
rock I
so.
can actually see changing your mood is rock and roll.
Okay.
What about Hard Rock?
I think there should be a cafe for that.
Yeah, I hear there's one. Don't know if it's any good.
Well, then again, I guess you could say that many geologists distinguish rock from metal, but according to R and Raw, metal is just the best form of rock.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Power metal is great though.
But she failed to answer the most important questions. Crystals are rocks, but are they atheist?
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, what?
And if you
Yeah.
take flowers and you put them on your metals, then you're putting the pedal to the metal.
No! Okay, can we bring up the wheel again?
You don't want any
Otherwise,
more
I'm
puns?
going to pun some more.
Okay, keep the wheel off. I want it.
Okay,
I don't-
okay, guys. I know you think that your puns are I know you think that your puns are nice, but between you and me, I think your puns are just not rock solid.
Well, I mean, you've heard of the bee's knees. Well, our puns are the BG.
Okay. Let's spin the wheel again and get fresh jokes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
there's no chance of that.
Our jokes are ancient.
I think what we'll do is we'll try to get through the cancer video because that one has been on the wheel forever and it's one of the shorter videos. There's only about 3 that are shorter, then 5 minutes or less. The rest are all 8 to more minutes.
Oh god.
Okay, Wheel of Misfortune.
We're not gonna spin it.
Yep.
We're just gonna do
Directly to
cancer, and
Cancer.
we'll go directly to
Hey,
cancer.
maybe it
Do
could
not
be about
pass
the
go.
astronomical
Oh yes,
constellation.
yes.
I am not sorry at all. I am
I've
not.
been wanting to punch this particular punching bag for a while.
well,
Let me at her! Let me at her!
All right. Well, we're gonna
Yep,
see
I do
what.
not apologize, and I don't feel bad. Calm down, Tornado.
Oh boy.
We don't need to go up to get a rabies test. Or shot or whatever, in this case.
I don't know
Just
that.
get them all, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you been city mining?
No.
All right. I'm getting that. pulled
How
up
long
now.
is this extraordinary thing we're about to see?
This one's just about 5 minutes.
Oh, good. That'll be only another hour.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see how far we get with it. If it comes at it. The only reason I'm hesitant on this one is because we had that issue almost a year ago with that other video that was labeled as medical misinformation because we were debunking the medical misinformation. So
yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I didn't watch. I think I watched like 10 seconds of it. And I'm like, yeah, this title alone and who it is enough. To put it on the wheel.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes here. All right. Well, let's see. All right. It is vertical video, of course, because
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, God, it's the ugly.
Okay. So I was thinking when I was brushing my teeth how I would explain what salt is and what a neutralizing force is, like salt.
Drink.
And then
Yes, Tornado.
I'll explain what salt is. Salt is technically a category for a wide class of compounds involving chemicals from the left side of the periodic table. You can get sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda. You can also get sodium carbonate, which is kind of a salt. Lithium chloride is also kind of a salt. Metal salts are basically anything from the left side of the periodic table.
Oh, but I think you're now way ahead of her.
Yeah.
But the salt she's talking about is
The salt of the earth.
It's sodium chloride is the salt she's talking about.
Well, we can
Yes.
table that.
Ah.
And I am now
Anyway.
officially at F2.
Let's go over to Brooke.
Okay, pretty much mine is more basically a punch at her. It's she was thinking. Is that why I smell something burning? Sorry, that wasn't nice.
Yeah.
I told you it was a punch at her. Didn't say it was gonna be nice.
Right. All right. Well, let us continue on.
and what is something like genocidal on a macro level is no different than antibiotics at a micro level. Okay? So when you think about like the world right now,
Yes, Brooke.
I'm sorry, I just want to make sure I heard this thing correctly. She's equating antibiotics and destroying harmful bacteria and viruses to genocide of
It
human.
kind of sounded like that.
Is it just?
Yeah,
can't
I'm
even
not
describe-
sure.
Yeah, my
Again,
sentiments exactly there, bro.
Did she say germicide or genocide?
I heard genocide.
Can we wind that back, please?
All right, let's go back a little here.
I mean, by numbers, yeah, you're getting rid of an awful lot of little
explain
bacteria.
what salt is and what a neutralizing force is, like salt. And then what is something like genocidal on a
No,
macro
she said
level
genocidal.
is no
God.
different than
Oh, maybe she thinks she's saying
antibiotics at a
germicide.
micro level.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
So when you think about like the world right now, it is glitching. A lot of people who are having a lot of babies, using up more resources than they are contributing, and then we have
No,
also
she-
deficits in areas because people are here, but there, like again, a deficit is where you have something there, but it's not contributing to the overall bigger picture. So even though it's there, it's a deficit. It's still taking up resources, but not giving back. So even deficits mean that either it's not there at all, or something is there, but it's just taking up more than it's contributing. So a deficit could something that be there or not there, but it's not on equal playing field. So right now our government is like an equalizing force. Okay, they're like the salt, and you have like
Yes, Tornado.
Our government is not an equalizing force. That is the most wrong that wrong can be out of this woman. Our government is about the farthest thing from equalizing right now as it is possible.
Well, we don't know
to
which
be.
government she's under here. Where is she
Well,
from?
that's true.
I thought she was from the U.S.
She could be
I
from
have
like
no
Narnia
idea.
or somewhere.
She could be from even Canada.
No, remember she had to deal with things in Ohio because of the issue regarding her juice, the FTC.
No. All right. Well, Brooke.
Yeah, I do just want to point out that based on what she has just said, she did mean genocidal, not germicidal, because she is talking about people and not basically contributing back enough for what they take, and that is what is used by a lot of eugenicists who advocate for that. So I'm sorry, unless she pulls out some miracle bullshit argument to prove that she didn't mean that, I'm going with, based on that argument alone, she's advocating for genocide.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just questioning which group she's aiming it at.
Right.
Take your pick. I have one.
We
that
never
comes
quite
to
get
mind
that clear, though.
She did say her juice can cure autism.
All right. Well, let us continue on.
the two options when it comes to, clashes with other factions that have caused people to react and procreate so much, or be at war with each other and have so much controversy and uproar and instability. And so the government has to do something. And so when you think about SALT and the government, they're trying to, now when you think about it, the genocide of like World War II and of other wars, those are like antibiotic. And so
whoa, Drink! What the fuck?
Yes,
I
Tornado.
don't think she understands what she's saying.
Okay, I just got bumped up to EF3 just by her saying that. First of all, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. You don't get to say that. The people who used genocide in World War II were people like, I don't know, his name was, Adolf. The guy from Germany. That is not a good thing to be saying, and that is not a good thing to be associating yourself with, Jilly.
She may have no clue. This is one of the most... we've heard a lot of whack-a-lone things on here, but what strikes me is how rambling incoherent she is. There's not like, here's my thought and here's where I'm going with it. It's just kind of like a diuretic dribble.
Yeah.
And it's a fascinating and scary thing to thinking. And what
When you
worries
say
me
it's
is that she's
diuretic-
actually going to get to a point.
When you say diuretic drivel, I'm reminded of her juice. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
It's fitting
Connect all
that
pieces together.
it's fitting that when I look at her channel, the last couple of days for her videos have all been about things coming out of the anus.
Maybe I should have waited to submit a jelly juice video and use one of those. It might have been better. I did not watch this, so I had no idea that was even in. If I would have known that was in there, I would not have submitted it. Note to self: torture myself before submitting a video.
Right.
Got
Exactly.
it. I am sorry.
Pre-torture
on that.
before you torture us.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh.
Well, I think we may wrap this one up. I don't want to don't want to wind up
I am-
getting any kind of strikes or anything like that because
Yeah,
of-
let's go on to a different video.
Yeah, I am all in favor of scrapping this one right now, and I'm sorry that that was even in there.
What I find interesting about her comment was, war has been a part of the world since man first started walking. It has nothing to do with governments. It has nothing to do with anything other than men are violent. And we are determined to be the top of the heap and walk over anybody who gets in the way. It's just the way humans are. It's not a good thing, but it's the survival of the fittest.
Yeah, it's I don't remember who said this, but it was an anthropologist that I was reading one time. I was reading some of the stuff that I wrote, and he said basically war in human history can be chalked up to 3 reasons: survival, such as resources and land; religion, because that's been a big part of so many different wars and stuff; and just with survival, resources, and religion. Because survival was they attacked you, now you have to fight back. Resources for the land, water, whatever it might be, and then religion. Any war can pretty much be chalked up to any of those things.
I'm surprised you didn't have procreation too.
That stresses the environment. It all depends on how many people you have versus that. Or you could be having a perfectly benign level of procreation, but the climate changes and suddenly your capacity drops and you start.
And then that goes into, and that would therefore probably more fall into the resource category. Like this was one that I read a while back. That was like the 3 big points that he made was resources, land, water, food, things along those lines. Survival, such as you're defending yourself, and religion. He said those were like the 3 big keys. Almost anything could be tied back to one of those 3 categories.
Yep.
So I'm like, I read that, I'm like, that is actually very accurate. I like that idea.
In reality, wars are usually started over resources, but politicians usually sell it to the public as over religion.
Right.
Yep, something like that. Yeah, so it's like the Crusades were religious wars. So that's why I think, since that's one of the bigger wars that happened, I think that's why he probably puts it in there.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've picked another video for us. It is one of the shorter ones, just because I am very tired, and I do have to work again tomorrow. So I've picked one of our shorter ones. I'm sure you're all going to be super ecstatic about this one as well. So
that sounds like a threat.
Yeah, indeed.
And I am actually very sorry about that. I had no idea.
No, you're fine, Brooke.
I feel bad.
Nah, don't worry about it. There's always.
It was rather poorly filmed too. It was rather dark.
Yeah. Well, this one I'm sure is going to be so much better. Remember that whole, if there's a movie poster, it must be real kind of a thing. It's like a, yeah.
We've got Claudia on here. Is
there? No, Claudia.
Spiders on Mars.
This one is going to be, will there be an alien abduction? They got a new video game about it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, yeah. We're gonna get that going here. Let's bring it on over.
So the government is releasing a new video game to desensitize us to alien abduction.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yep.
Gina Marie Calvin Hill.
This is tonight's torture. This is our torture for having to skip the last one. This is what I do to y'all.
Is this a fake alien invasion where fake aliens are invading, or is this a faked alien invasion, or is some other variation? And will that allow me to stall a little while longer before you hit play?
No.
well, I mean, RJ.
Nope.
What aliens are we talking about? Are we talking about immigrants or ones from space?
Anyway,
distinguish our terms.
We're gonna move on.
Let's go.
Here we go.
You're trying to have a beef with us.
Well, let's hope there's no cow mutilations involved.
You know what I'm thinking?
I would rather not.
See, like these UFOs up here? I'm thinking that there really might be some truth to the fake alien invasion rumor
Oh my
that's been going around. I think there might be maybe that much truth to it. Maybe.
6 inches worth? Okay.
I just ran into this demo video game about UFO induction. Oh, not induction. Abduction. And it's called
maybe it was induction,
a
yeah.
horror video game, you all. That's what
God.
that's what I watched.
Okay, a horror
It's kind of
video game,
scary.
which needs to be
They
a
even got
little
the
bit
clothes
more
laying down
concise.
on the ground. Okay, they do. And they got this
mean-
person going through the cornfield with a you-know-what. And they're trying to find the alien. They are. And they even show
you-know-what?
pictures
Drink.
that...
I'm assuming crop circle, but Mom NATO.
Okay, is she talking? I know she's talking about a horror video game, but I'd like to know what the you-know-what.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know. I mean,
it
neither
could
one of
be-
us seem to know what the what
Okay,
is.
it could be crop circles. It could be a crash,
cigarette lighter?
UFO crash. It
A
could
dildo.
be a dildo. Yeah,
It could
really.
be indeed.
A gun.
I mean, there's so many
mean,
possibilities that we
Yeah.
don't know
What
what
about throwing
you know what
device?
is.
You know what?
Brooke, you also had a drink call there.
I think it's precious that she thinks
Well,
we
no,
do
it's
know
more a
what
hand
you know
up,
what
and
is.
It's more to answer the point of the you know what. My guess would be a gun of some type, and she's just scared of strikes and that of saying that or something. I don't know. But also, as far as when she said, it's a horror game, I'm like, well, I mean, technically all video games would be. I mean, you pay $60 and you get
Yeah,
entertainment with it. So
exactly.
yeah,
Tornado, you still had your hand up?
Actually, I haven't gotten to speak yet regarding this.
Yes.
Gina here has no idea what she's talking about. This is just utter bullshit on the hugest level.
Pretty much. I mean, again, it's like when she said that the movie posters were actually telling us about these. What was it? What was the movie posters about? Aliens, or was it Bigfoot?
It was about Martian space insects.
That's
No.
what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Telepathic Martian space insects that had also captured Bigfoot and held them prisoner in caves.
Okay, is this based on Star Troopers?
Oh, we have no idea. In her
Oh no! It was far
brain,
before that.
no.
She was using a movie poster from the '60s as
Right.
her key
Okay,
evidence.
yeah.
War of the Worlds.
Well,
Where
no,
are
it
the
wasn't
worlds?
that. It was Flight to Mars or something. It was
Yeah.
a chintzy little horror, science
Yeah,
fiction movie.
it was
from
actually
1950
giant
that
spiders
she was
on the
taking
moon.
as a documentary.
Right.
Yep.
All I can think of
my
is Galaxy Quest, the historical documents.
Yes. Yeah, she's in kind of that, and this is why that I can't help but wonder whether just how much of this is just Poe.
Right. I would like to think that it's Poe, but I'm also under the impression that it may not be.
Well, she may just be a foe.
Yeah. All
She
right.
could just be insanely stupid.
Yeah.
Or a fool.
Yeah, well, they're not mutually exclusive.
Right.
Well, this is true.
well, as far as Poe goes, I think you're off by a letter there.
Who?
There, Jess. Yep. you need to change the E to an O.
The
Yeah.
disconcerting thing is that people of that character can now be in Congress.
Yeah. Apparently.
Oh.
All right. Well, let's continue on. Here we go.
Yeah,
we
get to
not?
the footnotes.
people have drawn of the aliens. They did. They got pictures like that. They do. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to jump into this demo. You're going to see it. It's coming out this year. It probably is already out, you all. Yeah, so that's what I want to look at. Just for one moment
We're
in time.
already a third of the way
teeny
through.
tiny moment in time.
Almost.
Okay, we can
Okay,
do
play
it.
the damn.
Yeah.
Let's watch it, you all. We're going to watch it. This is how it starts out, just like this. I'm over here to the side because I don't want to get in the way.
Oh
really?
my God.
my gosh.
Shut up.
We're going to do it.
Shut up and let it play, you
It's scary.
crazy wench.
August 7th, 2001, strange lights are seen in the sky. Ooh, cute graphics. Okay. And your usual gray aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
A flashlight.
Yeah. Okay, so they've got
So they
a
have
Demo.
video game that's based
Oh, you're
on this
driving
thing.
in a
It's very
car.
cute.
Oh.
standard
They're
We
here.
are
UFO.
here.
Alien abduction horror. Let's pause it.
Horror. Over the city of Gray, journalist Taylor Fox is something.
And of course, it's the lie. You've got the defense on your field because it's a video game and they can't allow people just to wander around in it. Now, can they?
At least not fully. So they have basically descriptions of what people claim aliens
And that's
look
it.
like.
Yep, that's all she
That's the
wrote.
whole video.
Yep.
Okay, you know what? I really wish she would be abducted by aliens.
Or inducted.
Oh, that would be a terrible thing to wish upon a poor alien.
Yeah.
I know, but it would get her off Earth, and we wouldn't have to see any more of her
No,
horror videos anymore.
More aliens.
Momento, there is a problem with that. If they abduct her, they're going to realize there's no intelligent life and then deem us fit for colonization, then we get invaded. That's how you get us invaded.
Because if they think that she's the standard of humanity, they might go, oh fuck no, we don't want to come here. They're stupid. It's catching. It might be they're stupid. Might be contagious.
Or they could take her to meet Claudia.
Yeah.
She was
Oh.
abducted by aliens. It was a very early attempt to implant the brain chips. They realized they screwed it up and damaged the brain,
Yeah.
so they went back until they can refine the technology.
Oh,
Sounds about right.
Navigator
aliens
filled your
got all
head
their
with
stuff
maps.
from
What-
Radio Shack.
Well, Flight of the Navigator, filled your head with maps. What happened? It leaked.
Yeah. Oh dear.
They're
Well-
getting closer, but they're still having problems with them. The last edition of the brain chips make people like really strange things like pineapple on pizza.
Hey,
Hey, I don't have
Purple?
any brain chips, and I like pineapple on
Ugh.
pizza.
Purple.
Nope.
Or are you sure you don't have a brain chip? Hmm?
Yes, because if I had a brain
Oh.
chip, I'd be smarter.
And purple.
Well, look at
you're gonna
Gina.
pay for that one. I got your number.
See,
Yeah,
that's
I'm-
how we know who's been compromised.
Mm.
How I've been compromised? Are you kidding? I got nothing up here. There's no brain to put a brain chip in.
Right.
Oh, and Brooke, you had dropped out of sight for too long. You've got my old address. I moved since then.
I sure don't
Anyway,
think I have that.
I'm heading
so.
off. I'm heading off, guys. See
Good
ya.
night, Tornado.
Bye.
Night, tornado.
Good night, NATO.
Oh boy.
I need to drink something that will help me forget what the fuck I just saw.
Yeah, good luck with
There's
that.
some wine in the fridge.
No,
All
I
right.
will not
And
drink
we do
food.
not-
Oh,
We
kill
do
Aw.
not give tornado alcohol. That is
I love
bad.
you.
And
I
we have
love
cute
you.
little puggy.
I love you,
Okay,
Talon.
that helps with the pain
Okay,
we just
love you
experienced.
too, Mom.
Alrighty. Well, with
Don't
that,
you
everybody.
people get that that's why we drink on this show? So
Yeah.
that tomorrow we won't remember what we watched.
Exactly.
Mm.
Oh dear. All right. Well, with that, we are going to wrap things up here for the evening. So thank you all for coming out. I do greatly appreciate you. And thank you, panel, for yet another lovely evening with all of you. we will be back again, most likely next Saturday, and then I guess we'll see y'all then. With that, say goodnight, panel.
Good
Good
night.
night, panel.
Don't
be
accept any
any
wooden penguins.
people that we saw videos tonight. Bad, bad.